play the game from way down.
True, silence. Rainer getting absolutely
A team wipe.
The living bomb's going.
Oh my goodness, the ring. Bob Stastinko gonna find Rainer.
Alright, hello everybody, welcome to the Nexus Gaming series. It's Saturday, and it's the middle of the day. What's going on? The sun is still shining. It's crazy talk. But today we're going to do some replay casting, and we are joined by the illustrious Lulu.
Hello.
And I feel like, given the names of our teams here, that I almost have to, throw out a... Like, I need an applause track here, as we're going to see Durotan's Couch versus Please Clap. So, do you know anything about either of these teams, Lulu?
Well, I know Durotan's Couch a little bit from Div C last year.
Mm-hmm.
They've one of the longest standing teams in NGS, and they like Div C. They're a fan of where they're at. Couch Boys, Div C, makes sense. Please Clap, I don't know. I don't know if they're a new team, if they moved divs. Not sure.
I don't actually know much about them. We'll take a look at the players here in just a second. See if any... In fact, I'm doing that right now as I get the maps all set up. A little bit behind because our Volskaya Founder game that we were doing in QM took a little bit longer than anticipated. That's okay. We'll be ready to go in a moment.
Why didn't you just win faster?
I mean, I tried, but, they had an Azebo, and it takes a long time to lose to an Azebo.
Okay, fair enough.
Let's see, so... Looks like Durotan's Couch is, in fact, on the left, so that's always a good sign. It's nice when they set things up the proper way.
When they set it up the way Aero wants it to be set up.
I mean, the way that the NGS rules say that it should be set up.
Oh, well, I'm not a captain. I don't know that's Arthanel's job.
There you go. Well, so looking at these teams here, so we've got Lothair, Lazy Hydra. So I've seen Lazy Hydra in chat a fair bit, so we may see Lazy Hydra showing up here at some point during the stream. This is, by the way, for Please Clap. We've got Golden, Wolf, and Lasando. So there have been a few different iterations of the name Wolf. So I don't know if that's one of those, or if this is a new version of Wolf. So, but overall, it looks to me like a relatively new team here. At least to the Nexus Gaming series. And let's see, so our first map is going to be Battle... Oh, I should turn off the ticker on here. Gone. And do I have a frame that I can show? I don't have a name frame. Well, everybody's just going to have to know because we tell them who you are.
Hello, I'm Lulu.
There you go. Alright, so our map bands here, let's get those entered in. Sky Temple and Towers of Doom. And came out from Durotan's Couch. And then Braxis Holdout and Tomb of the Spider Queen. Please Clap. Braxis. Let's see, and then Battlefield was selected by Durotan's Couch. Alright, I've got everything set up. I'll show the map screen here while we get the game loaded. I'm ready. Are you ready?
Yes.
Alright, here we go. Oh, that's right. We have to go through an extra step when it's watching with others. All right, so just as a reminder for those of you joining us, replay casting, there's no drafting, so we don't have the full scope of what the teams did. But that means there's also no waiting. We can jump right into the next game. Kime! I'll be out suddenly whenever my daughter wakes up, but watching until then. Hey, you know what? That's fair. Thanks for joining us. Those crazy daughters. Just waking up whenever they feel like it.
I was gonna say, choose your words carefully.
All right. Got everything set up, so let's go ahead and get into the game here. And here we go. All right, Lulu, you want to take it away for the left team here, the Durotan's couch.
So for Durotan's couch, we've got Captain Wedge on Thrall, Big Egg Roll on ETC, Suln on Anduin, Mr. A Fishy on Sylvanas, and Wild Card on Sergeant Hammer.
All right, and over here for Please Clap, we've got Wolf playing the Tyrande Lysando on Diablo. Lothair going to be playing the Vala, I think. Lazy Hydra on the Zarya. And up in the top here, we've got Golden on the Chen. So quite a beefy front line here for the side of Please Clap with their shields and Diablos. But to be fair, Durotan's couch has a beefy front line too. See what I did there?
Hey, we got cow jokes.
So a little bit of a difference there. It looked like Please Clap thought maybe that Durotan's couch would head into the top lane to make use of that Sylvanas and Hammer push, but they snuck around and actually went to the bottom lane. These talents here, so of course the Monster Hunter and Feel the Heat from Zarya, so looking for that race potential coming out from Please Clap. And it looks like they're going into that with the Hunter's Mark II, as big stun going to land onto the Hammer and ETC. I expect to see a lot of Lunar Flares on the Hammer, but it's going to be Big Egg Roll getting fairly low there. Had to pull back as ETC doesn't quite have the same health pool as some of the other tanks.
Not beefy enough.
Indeed. It looks like Please Clap's gonna make their way down to their, not there, but the siege camp in the bot lane here. And Big Egg Roll's gonna come in, knock him away. But he's not high enough level yet to get that additional distance or the additional knockback, so not quite enough time to take over that point. And that's gonna be a siege camp going over to Please Clap.
Poor Hammer. Just gonna have lunar flares on her this entire game. Feels
Yeah.
bad, man.
And Wolf over here hitting them all has to be kicking himself because doesn't even have a talent at level 4 to stack it.
Right.
If only, right? So we do have Bold Strategy out of Anduin, the Shadow Dagger quest there, Unfurling Shadows for Sylvanas as well, so looking to get just really stack off of that front line. Prog Rock and Echo of the Elements, of course, for the Thrall there. But Chen versus Thrall, does Chen finish this? No. Wind Fury used as Thrall able to sneak away, and as a little parting gift, throwing out some Chain Lightning. Which, in elemental form, looks rather fiery. Yeah, Vivinche, welcome. This is the first one of the day so far. We're going to have another one after this, which is going to be Team Happy Cloud and Tickle Me Tacittar. And then tonight, we're going to have Jailbait versus Indecisive Scrubs. And The Baddest Dudes versus Bloodfin Murgles. ETC's going to get stunned there by the Diablo, but it's under their own immortal, so the Durotan's couch a little bit safer anyways, as Lazy Hydra doing what Lazy Hydras do best, standing around, doing absolutely nothing but throwing out those auto attacks. Feels like a good hero to have if you're a Lazy Hydra with the Zarya. Just stand around, just channel that beam of energy. Lunar Flare quest is now online, and it's going to be even easier for Tyrande to land those as the blue Immortal gonna go down here, so please clap. Gonna be ahead in that race, especially, I mean, that's a lot of race potential with Tyrande, Vala, and the Zarya with Feel of the Heat, even though she didn't have any energy. I mean, that 50% additional bonus damage from her attack is pretty significant when you're right next to the target.
Yeah, and then for Durotan's couch, they did have Wedge just up soaking in the top lane through all of that, so it was a 4v5 in the race.
Yeah, and that's pretty important right now because Please Clap is already about 3/4 of a level ahead. Let's take a look at the XP here. How are those things turning out? So, and I was just gonna say, I think it's probably because Thrall's getting bodied away by Chen, and it looks like about 1200 XP in favor of the Chen there. As ETC getting stunned by the Immortal, the Leap of Faith coming out, maybe or maybe not on the survival of ETC, but both of them getting hit by that Lunar Flare. And a full fort down in the bot lane there. Please Clap looking really strong early in this game. And picking up this siege camp once again here. Let's take a look at Thrall and Chen here for a moment while the teams are kind of dancing around in the bot lane. Diablo's going to hold that bush though, so they might be... Nope, they're not. They're going to disengage. But Wedge struggling a little bit into this Chen.
Yeah, he spent a lot of time right at this wall. He's just been so low health.
And that's why I think that Thrall is having such a difficult time getting the XP here. Now, keep in mind, too, this game would have been, like, week 1 of the XP changes. Oh, and Wedge falling just barely to the hungering arrow from Vala. Good gank attempt there. Good, I guess not attempt. Good, successful gank from Please Clap. I know, right? Mantis feels bad. But this, so what I was going to say is this is during the first week of these XP changes. And so, you know, recognizing the difference there. Oh, ETC is going to power slide over the Chen. He's going to jump over, is going to get rooted. Stagger's going to kill him, I think. Yeah. And so, you know, Thrall getting the poke, killing those minions, you know, fairly far away. Like, look at all the damage he's putting out onto these minions. He can't get any of that XP.
Right.
But that's okay because we've traded out forts, top for bot, and with the Sylvanas, with the hammer, they're still looking, well, they were still looking to push, but with the pullback from Please Clap, team is looking to get out of dodge here as Diablo going to flip the ETC. The Lunar Flare comes out. Diablo's going to get chastised. This is not looking good for the ETC as he's surrounded by claps. Ain't no medication in the world gonna save ETC from that one. And it looks like Thrall's gonna get onto the Immortal. He's gonna get a very small amount of damage, just a little sliver there. But you know what? That sliver could make the difference. Scouted out the Shaman camp here. But ultimately, Please Clap saying, you know what? We're gonna be level 10s. Let's get this Immortal. It's a nice, healthy, full shield Immortal. Well, full shield minus the hit that
yeah, the 99% shield Immortal, please.
Wow, a 5-man root from the Thrall there, though. That said, Thrall getting caught and flipped and stunned and dead. So all the 5-man roots in the world aren't going to save you from that. What do you think about the ultimates we're showing here so far, Lulu?
What do we have? We got the Storm, Earth, and Fire, Expulsion Zone, Rain Vengeance, Starfall. I love Starfall. That's a really fun ult. Diablo hasn't made up his mind yet.
Yeah, Starfall seems like a really good ult when you've got a target who wants to stand still. Right? Siege up and just stand there and go kaboom.
Yeah, and Hammer did take the move talent at 7, so she can slightly move while she's sieged up, but you know, when you've got the Lunar Flares and the Starfall, it's not gonna be much.
Yeah, and Starfall also slows, so I mean, on top of the fact that Hammer's already going to be slow, 40% movement speed, the Lunar Flare, or I'm sorry, the Starfall is going to hinder that as well. Afish there is getting pretty low. Chen staggering out some of that damage, but getting the revenge for that damage. Vala doing what she can to take down this ETC as he's right up in their face. Big egg roll, looking like it's just not his time. But it looks like I'm kind of actually surprised by this. We're gonna see Please Clap pull back. Shield was almost down on the core there, and they had a 5 versus 3 with Avala Zarya. I don't know. I think that should have been game.
Yeah.
Yeah, Manta's saying this like, what? What's going on? Yeah, Kime. I mean, yeah, for sure. I mean, you had 20 seconds on the, what was it, ETC. You had 7 seconds when they pulled out on the Sylvanas. I mean, that's still... How much health does a core have? Let's see. So, 17,000. A keep has 17,000. So, I mean, the shield was gone. So, let's give it... Say it was 18,000. There's going to be the flip onto ETC. Big Mosh, though, onto 3. Sundering's going to interrupt it. APOC coming out does hit the ETC, and Wedge looking for Lothair, trying to catch up to that Vala, but it's going to be Chen falling to the Sergeant Hammer. Thrall is going to go down in the back, and now the Lunar Flare hitting to 2, and Big Egg Roll having to pull back. Alright, so my point about the keep is that, you know, depending on your comp, and this is not an ideal comp for it, but depending on your comp, you can rip through 17,000 damage on a keep in about 12 seconds. That means that, at best, Sylvanas had 5 seconds of time to be able to get out of the base, find a target, and kill them. And ETC wasn't there, so they had no real lockdown. So I think that would have been game. Now, again, they don't have the comp optimized for that, but that's fine. You don't need to finish it in 12 seconds. You could finish it in 20 seconds. So, we'll see. If Durotan's couch comes back and wins this game, then that's the moment that Please Clap has to learn from. Even if they win.
Up for if they
right.
come back into this.
Expulsion Zone coming out just a little bit too close to the team, so not able to isolate the targets as I'm sure they wanted to do there. And so we're going to see both teams reset and pull back to their Immortals. They're all, though, going to have to go clean up that top lane. And with everybody pretty healthy here, this is the time for Zarya to stop laning there. They already have 13s. Stop laning, get up here, and help your team get in on this. And Diablo looking for A-Fish, who's going to use that hunting wave, but the Rain of Vengeance is going to come down, lock her down, and now Sylvanas, Hammer, Anduin all falling to this assault from Please Clap, and they're going to get onto the Immortal.
Durotan is getting so much value this game with the stuns and the slows, and her erase ability for the Immortal.
Yeah, the Hunter's Mark as well there. We saw earlier at level 1 that she took the Mark of Mending. So, you know, identifying a target and saying, hey, go kill that one, and giving everybody the opportunity to push in on that seems like a great plan. In fact, you know what that seems like a good idea for is a Rhaegar Bloodlust. Rhaegar Bloodlust plus Mark.
On your team played with Rhaegar Bloodlust before?
No, you know what? We don't actually play Rhaegar. We find him to be a terrible hero, and he should never be picked.
Okay,
yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. All right, so again, a full shield Immortal here. Please Clap putting on a bit of a clinic this game, and they want to finish up this bottom keep and win this game. Thrall up in the top lane trying to catch up, but there's no way they get 16 before this Immortal comes in, so I think I'd just rather see Thrall come down and help this. BFG going out. We do have the slow on the face melt here for ETC. But Diablo going to charge in. Is going to get knocked back, so not going to be able to flip the Sylvanas. ETC flirting with danger in front of the fort there. Just daring Diablo to charge him. Eventually does get the charge. But there's not quite the follow-up they need to get the kill. Not yet, at least. Here comes Apocalypse. Is going to hit the hammer in the back there. Wailing Arrow is going to come out, silencing the back of the team here. But A-Fish going down. Sylvanas, the first to fall here as the Immortal makes its way on the core. Lazy Hydra having to run away. I can just imagine Zarya getting out of breath there. 3 man stun from the light bomb onto the Panda Pals. And this core is going down. I think that this is going to be game. I think that getting the kill onto Thrall makes it even more likely that it's game.
Yeah.
Hammer
and
running away.
Hydra just beam on the core again, just chilling.
Hammer running away saying, you're not taking my KDA. All right, 2 kills to 11. Pretty handily in the side of Please Clap there on this match. That was a really strong front line. That was some good solid lockdown from them. They had the mobility between Diablo and Chen. Zarya doesn't need mobility. Vala's got pretty good mobility. They've got the Zarya to support. It was really tough to kill anybody. And, you know, with that hammer pick, like, I would be interested to know how far in the draft that hammer pick came in. Because, like, if it's at the end of the draft, you already probably know that they have, you know, the Chen, the Diablo. Maybe not the Chen. They probably have the Diablo, the Tyrande. And that seems like the moment that you go, okay, maybe this doesn't work out for us, right?
Right. I don't know. Hard to know without seeing the draft.
Indeed. Vivenche, Rhaegar is all about utility, not healing. His slow is god tier. No, Rhaegar is a terrible hero, and nobody plays him.
Yeah, but in this game, like, Tyrande stuns were getting huge value for them, but you don't get the stun with Rhaegar.
Exactly. See, you don't want to play Rhaegar into something like this. So the stats here just showcasing those 2 kills there, or 2 deaths rather, on the side of on the side of Please Clap. Only one of which counted for Durotan's couch. Sergeant Hammer getting one of those. The other kill onto Chen was Chen. Always feels good killing the your own hero.
You hate to see the stagger deaths.
Vivenche, it's I suppose I probably should tell you that 90% of what I just said is completely sarcastic and not actually true. All right, game number 2 is going to be Volskaya Foundry. Let's see who picked that. That one is... looks like it was... Please Clap. So give me a second to get the team set up here so we can have those nice little pop-ups. So any adjustments you think that you could see out of the... oh my goodness. Here, I'm gonna mute you talk about it.
I don't know. I haven't seen much of Hammer this season. I know there was a match last night where she was played, but I haven't seen her a whole lot. Actually, all in my NGS games, so that was an interesting pick from Durotan's couch on that one. And Please Clap just had such a beefier team, and then you have the Zarya shields, which makes it really hard to kill anyone. So I don't know if Durotan's couch maybe goes for someone with a little bigger health bars, and he just had a rough time getting behind from the start because Thrall couldn't get into lane to soak much experience against the Jhin.
Yeah, and you know what? I should have looked at how that balanced out at the end there. Obviously, I put it on stream. We can check it later, but it'd be interesting to see how the Chen and Thrall ultimately found their stats at the end. Let's see. So Vivenche, Zarya is actually popping up more than I thought. Yeah, I mean, so Zarya shows up a reasonable amount in Div C, for sure. And I don't know this for sure, but I think that might be the only division I've seen her play it is Div C. Significantly. I mean, obviously there's the occasional one-off, but I feel like that's in heroic. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. I haven't actually watched a whole lot of heroic games. Although, just for those of you out there, there should be the Div S qualifiers today. Many of our heroic teams and some of our Div A teams are participating in that. But let's get into game number 2. And again, so the bands here, Durotan's Couch banned out the Sky Temple and Towers of Doom. Please clap. Banned out the the Tomb of the Spider Queen and Braxis Holdout. Map number 1 was Battlefield of Eternity. It was picked by Durotan's Couch, and Please Clap took the victory. Full Sky Foundry going to be the selection of Please Clap. We'll have to see which team is successful here. All right, so Lulu, take it away.
Alright, so this game for Durotan's Couch, Captain Wedge is on the Greymane, A-Fishy on Malthael, Suln on the Anduin, Big Egg Roll on Johanna, and Wildcard on the Jaina.
All right, and over here for Please Clap, sitting in base, we've got Imperius, played by Golden. Rainer's going to be played by Lothair. Wolf on the Malfurion, Losando on the main tank Blaze, and Lazy Hydra going to be playing the Chromie. And look at that, pinging the Imperius, like saying, hey guy, get off the toilet, it's time to play the game. Don't forget to wash your hands, it's gross. So what do we got? So this is a strong front line in the Johanna versus the Blaze. Both of them can have that unstoppable, although certainly a much shorter cooldown there for Johanna. And Pyromania used there pretty early there for Losando, getting the 40 armor. And On a Pale Horse is going to be the selection by Malthael. What do you think about the Malfurion level 1 there, the rejuvenation? How does that compare to the other talents, and what do you like? We're just like, oh, never mind, Blaze is going to get taken out, looking for that cocktail? No cocktail? It's not enough time, I guess.
No. Blaze just goes heals in the fire. It's fine. He's fine.
As you do, you know, you stand in fire and you get to heal up to full.
That's what World of Warcraft taught me.
Exactly.
Stand in all fire.
All right, so rejuvenation gains 100% base health regeneration for every active regrowth. So I know at one point that when he first was reworked, that talent was rather bugged. It ended up working out to be like negative health regen. But obviously they fixed that. Yeah, it was kind of a joke. But what do you think of that talent as compared to some of the others? Is that one that you normally take, or is that something that is unique here?
I can't pull up his other talents. I don't know what his other ones are, so it's a great talent, obviously, because that's what he picked.
There you go. Time Trap being picked up. I know he's got one called Lunar Shower, I think it's called, or I don't know. I don't remember. It's something to do with the moon anyways. It helps his moonfire. But a lot of damage coming out so far here. No kills. 2.5 minutes into the game. Reduce cooldown on Innervate and increase basic attacks for W. That is out there. Yeah. The Innervate is cooldown reduction is pretty awesome.
Yeah, especially when you got a Jaina on your team that wants to use her mana. That could help her. Oh wait, wrong team.
Or a Chromie.
Yeah, Chromie, Jaina.
But you know who else goes through a lot of mana is Blaze. His abilities, like, they made some adjustments to him, and definitely pre-7, depending on which level 7 talent he goes, you know, he burns through a lot of mana. It burns, huh? Less so if he takes the, I think it's Incinerator Gauntlets, which allows him to ignite his flame without having to use the flame string. But a lot of players don't go for that. They go for the additional damage at 7, and so in that case, Blaze is going to be going through a lot of mana. But both teams picking up their siege camp, and Please Clap going to get top lane nice and cleared out so that they can push that siege camp in. 30% so far for Durotan's Couch, and we're going to see the rotation in from Please Clap. While that's taking place, as Johanna and Anduin are clearing out the top lane there, we're going to check in with Malthael and Imperius. See how this is going for him. And Golden, so this is really smart of Golden, like pulling the minions away from Malthael. Even even though it's getting a little bit of damage on the wall there, getting the XP close to the wall so it's safe and not fighting in the minion wave where Malthael can get a lot of extra healing. But Lysandra is going to be getting very low here. Doesn't look like they've got Pyromania, is going to fall to the Malthael. Captain Wedge getting very low on the Greymane, as is Big Egg Roll. So that's going to push the Durotan's couch back to have to tap. But with no Blaze, I expect them to come back in here. Although the turret is doing some work, having to push back the Johanna.
Scared me a little bit with that turret.
And Golden getting the kill on the Greymane may end up paying for it. Looking very much like it is. Yeah, so a 1-for-1 trade there. Overtime is procced. Ultimately, Please Clap could back away from this. They don't have to continue fighting, but they're saying, hey, Johanna is very low, so is Jaina, and now as well as Malthael. Chromie going to get the Sandblast in there, and that's going to be another kill. A Grinch.
Has Weenus shared his beautiful artwork with divs outside of D?
I don't believe so, actually. So most of these folks probably have no idea what they're talking about.
Oh, Darth Cherrywood coming in with, even if he is a Grinch.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Darth. Appreciate that. Or I suppose it's Cherry, right? Cherry. So level 10s, the race to level 10 slightly in favor this time of the good old couch. But Please Clap looking to leave behind their own stain on the couch and finish this game and get themselves a 2-0 domination victory. Please Clap doesn't know how to count. We just stay on objective until we do what they do. Fair enough. Chromie's gonna go back. I guess that explains why Towers of Doom was banned out, right? Level 10's picked up here for Durotan's couch. Appears doing the exact opposite of what I said earlier, but it's working out for him this time. Especially having that cleave, getting the additional damage to clear out the wave here. Does Afish make it? Oh, oh, Golden missing with the Celestial Charge. Could have had the kill. Feels bad. Yeah, that makes sense, Cherry. No worries.
Oh, it's a festive Malthael down in the bot lane, by the way.
Indeed.
Afishy, feeling the holiday spirit.
Is this where I say bah humbug? Is that how that's supposed to go down? Well, we're on the
say bah humbug.
We're on the support camp here. The light bomb going out. The bio-emitter picked up by Johanna as Malthael going in with his Tormented Souls, trying to finish off the Malfurion. Isn't going to be able to, as Malfurion retreating into the tower. Bio-emitter still available here. And there it goes to keep... I think they probably could have gotten out, but that, you know, ensured the survival of Malthael. So pretty strong fight. Both teams making it out. No deaths. And ultimately the biotic emitter was used on the side of Durotan's couch. So net positive, getting the XP for Please Clap.
That's true, but they were able to at least keep Please Clap from picking up the emitter, so they're not just like holding on to it for the next fight. They at least stole it away and maybe got some value out of it.
Yeah, for sure. So Malfurion still hasn't selected his ult. I mean, it's Celestial Charge missed again. This time the juke from Afish, but it didn't matter. Greymane now
Malfurion heard you.
There you go, good job, Malfurion. But it looks... now we get the cocktail. There we go. That's what I was looking for earlier, Wedge. Oh, goodbye. Oh, maybe not. Chromie mistiming the temporal loop.
Oh.
Oh, no. Oh, Wedge. Oh. What is happening? Oh, man. All right, well, Please Clap has their Imperious back on the map. Level 13's available for both teams. Maybe stick to other mages, says Dark Cherrywood. Oh, Hydra. Oh, I missed the kill in the mid lane. My apologies. I went to check out the turret camp. You know, the important things on this game. Heroes doing PvE actions. But up in the top, we've got A-Fish getting on to the point. And the rest of Durotan's couch taking advantage here of the kill on Raynor to get at least the wall down. A little bit of tower damage on that bottom one, but of course the top tower as well. And Blaze is coming in. Blaze does have the Unstoppable on New Habits now. Important to note that it's also a cooldown reduction there. 8 seconds per globe there. Missing the jet propulsion, Unstoppable used. And it's going to be the kill onto Greymane with that Twydream. And A-Fish, can we see the better timing here? Getting pulled back, but making value come out of that Tormented Souls. Jaina going to fall in the back as well. And just to help out my friends over at Please Clap, that is a 3-for-0 trade. What are we laughing about?
Because they can't count.
Yes.
I gotcha. It took me a second to get the joke, but it's worth it when I got there.
It took a couple of layers because you had to be paying attention to chat and remember a couple minutes ago. Yeah. Why did Mouth not take Unstoppable at 13? Seems like a good question, Cherry. Why did Mouth not take Unstoppable at 13? That would have been a pretty significant value pickup there. All right, so Sandblast's coming in. And you know what? With this setup, Chromie can do a lot of damage as these heroes come in. She now completes and gets another copy of her clone. Lazy Hydra is not who I was talking about. Lysando going into the bunker there. But Greymane and Malthael just getting obliterated. Jaina also falling now to the Raynor. Johanna might get body blocked. Not quite. Never mind. The Chastise coming in. They are on the hunt for the big egg roll. And why wouldn't you be? I mean, egg rolls are fantastic.
This is true. Can confirm.
Get a little bit of the sweet and sour sauce.
Nah.
Nah?
You lost me there.
I mean, big egg roll on Durotan's couch. Durotan's couch is full of stains. I'm just saying, they love their sauces.
Fair enough.
Stop! I'm hungry now. Oh man, I love it. Forgetting the globes. Yeah. See, again, I mean, keep in mind this was week 1, so some of the teams probably haven't quite gotten used to the XP changes. We certainly saw that in game number 1. So this is, this is an older quote unquote replay cast, older as in last week. But Please Clap, setting up for the bot lane control point. They've got level 16s. Now, I want to take a look here. So I've seen a lot of this fuel leak giving the additional oil on the ground when you use jet propulsion. I really like the spell power reduction. It wouldn't do much against the Tormented Souls, but it would be huge against Jaina, against Anduin, and especially coupled with Meltdown. Like, it just provides so much damage reduction, like reducing damage, not damage reduction, like,
Right.
that you take. When you land that, you get a jet propulsion in, you get potentially big armor if you take that at 16. In this case, he took the heat treatment for that additional healing. But it just feels like that's such an undervalued talent. B-dubs. You know what? I haven't been to a B-dub since I moved here. It's been almost 3 years?
I go maybe once a year, and honestly, that's enough for me.
That's fair. We used to go all the time. It was like 2 blocks from the office. Chat, who wants egg rolls? I'm buying. Man, that sounds fantastic. While we're talking about buying, in case anybody is feeling particularly generous, I'm only 2 subs away from getting the next talent, or emote tier. So if you got a Twitch Prime out there, feel free. If you're enjoying the show. Alright, so a little bit of the wall damage here going to get picked up by Durotan's couch, trying to equalize out at least a little bit of that value. Hey, Mantis, thank you so much. Oh, we're gonna get the rotation in out of Chromie. Lazy Hydra trying to make the run, but she's getting slowed and taken out by the Jaina. And the Blessed Shield coming out. This is looking like a huge fight here for Durotan's couch. Can they catch on to Golden? They do get the root onto the Imperius. He pops the Angelic Armaments. Is going to make it behind the wall, but the wall disappears. And the Water Elemental looking for the Imperius, but not going to find it as the fort. Going to finish it up. I'll sub if you cast all of my games. Well, I can't guarantee that because I'm sure that a lot of games will be on days and times that I can't actually cast, because I can only cast from Thursday to really Thursday to Saturday for sure, and then Sunday through Wednesday are maybes depending on the time. But well, there we go.
Lazy Hydra.
I saw nothing. I love it, Lazy Hydra. You know, and it's funny with the name. I was watching Chromie and she's running, and I'm like, I'm imagining myself as I'm running, and it starts out really good and she's running really well, and then Jaina slows her, and I'm like, yeah, that's about right. You go from doing great to, oh man, it's been 27 feet. I gotta slow down. And then 5 seconds later, she just dies. And that's about right.
Well, since it's Chromie, she's come back in time. She has 0 deaths. Can confirm. Lazy Hydra, no deaths this game.
Exactly. Well, thanks both Lazy Hydra and Mantis. Appreciate the subs. Gonna get that. Oh, wait, we got a kill onto the Malthael up in the top. I just caught the end, the tail end of that. And Blessed Shield coming out. Big Egg Roll looking for blood here. They don't have the Malthael, though. So this is a little bit of a challenging fight. Is Greymane going to fall? Jaina as well. And now Suln making use of that Enchant Boots Lion speed to make it back. We got Please Clap coming in here, is going to pick up the turret. What I'd like to see right now is, I mean, they've got a beefy front line. They could just run up here, take out this keep wall with what they've got, leave one person on the point. But they're gonna get down to the bottom control point, get this started, and this is the danger zone. And I've said this a couple of times on different streams, so if you haven't heard this, great. If you have heard this, sorry, you're just gonna have to listen to it again. But even with level 20s, I don't like to defend on this bottom control point. I find that it's much better to be the attacker, and because you're in a confined area, the conveyor belts really screw with you. I feel like they certainly help people get in more than they help people get out. And so if this fight comes onto this bottom control point, I want to see Please Clap pull off. Circle, even with the level 20, both teams are level 20s now, but pull off, let them get onto the control point, and then come back in, circle back in, and just go to town. Let's see if that's what happens. Never mind. I spent way too much talking about the strategy, not recognizing the fact that Durotan's couch was like, nah, we're not going into that.
Yeah, they were down the 20s. There was a siege camp pushing in the top lane that they had to respond to, so they just took the time to get their own siege camp, get the 20s, and then come down to defend.
So, interesting level 20 here from Greymane going into the upgraded Cursed Bullet there. Gilnean Roulette, able to get the cooldown reduction and pierce onto other heroes here. Greymane looking for the Chromie, but Lazy Hydra says, you know what, I got this nice time trap and it slows you. The upgraded bunker providing additional armor when you come out of it. Not that anybody ever goes into a bunker, but if you do, it's at least good for Blaze. See, check it out. Blaze the only one going in there. Indestructible popped by Johanna. Oh, Malfurion went in, gets the armor, and... Okay, never mind. I was going to say survives because of it, but didn't quite. But Afish going to be the last to fall. Jaina, the only one left alive now to try to defend against Blaze, Imperius, Chromie, and a minion wave. I don't know. There's not a whole lot of health here for this Chromie, so she has got to be really careful.
Yeah, but Jaina's squishy.
Yeah, and
Blaze and Imperius.
And Chromie has the range, so it's going to take her a long time to do this, but it's looking like eventually Lazy Hydra will win this game for them. Oh, not if they take out the Imperius there.
Core with the kill on Imperius.
And that Wintermute did a lot of work, but now, oh, wild card, what a juke. Dodging all of the Sandblast there. Wow, this is like watching paint dry. Just not enough
Jaina
damage.
versus the world.
Wow.
Excellent defense. 1v3 from the Jaina.
Durotan's couch.
1.5 at
Yeah.
the core.
Putting it up. And not only that defense, but also, you know, recognizing that really the primary threat there wasn't even Chromie, it was the catapult that was right underneath Chromie. And Chromie does a lot of damage, but the catapult does like 5% of the health each attack. And it doesn't have a lot of health, so and it stands still. So it's real easy to drop a blizzard on that and clear it up. But now, with the core at 59% health, Durotan's couch has to be really careful about some of the fights they take. If they take too aggressive of a fight, it's just a good night. This game is over. Here comes the Imperius, so this is a full 5-on-5, helping out my friends over there at Please Clap. Durotan's couch saying, you know what, this isn't the fight we want. Alright. I see you, Blaze. Zoning out the team, making sure they can't get past your bunker. So Siege Camp's going to get picked up by both sides. This is going to slightly favor the side of Please Clap because they've got occasional catapults coming in. And this middle control point, this one doesn't quite have the same advantages and disadvantages. Lazy Hydra Lysando, I guess there's no R, uses bunker only for zoning because he hates us. Well, fair enough. Oh, the jet propulsion missing. I actually was expecting the Celestial Charge to come in as well, but good on Imperius to wait for that, thanks to the temporal loop here. Big egg roll getting very low, but so is Captain Wedge in the back. Greymane falling. In fact, all of the blue health bars are just melting here. And it looks like Greymane going, never mind. Johanna's gonna be the next to fall as jet propulsion coming in and looking for Captain Wedge. They don't quite get that kill though. But 2 kills, the Malthael and the Johanna, really gonna set them up here to at the very least get this control point. And those death timers are way too long. They will not be able to contest this. And I think that with this protector, that's it. In all seriousness, I think that these 3 just have to kind of YOLO it. Because there's no chance. So either they YOLO it and maybe have a chance, or they just give up and lose the game and save their KDA. I don't know.
Well, they're gonna wait for the last defense of the core and see if Jaina has any more magic.
They do have a lot of damage, but this protector is 22 minutes in. Let's see,
Yeah.
how much damage does it do? On its auto attacks, 552. That's, oh my goodness.
Okay, well that's that.
Yeah. Good night, Jaina.
Unfortunate.
But yeah, this protector, I think it does quad damage to the core, so it's gonna do like 2k with those punches. And Afish gonna get caught in the temporal loop here. We'll see. You know what? I got you, Lazy. What's going on there is not that you're looking for the kill. You're looking for the cooldown reduction, right? You want to get the cooldown reduction so that you can shoot out those sandblasts on the other targets. It's the big brain plays.
200 IQ.
Right. Oh, the unfortunate thing is when you pull up the stats here, you can't actually see anything that's on a cooldown. So these heroics, granted, everybody should have seen these, but I'll put them up here just to mouse over them. All right, so a 2-0 victory there for Please Clap over Durotan's couch. So now we can actually take a look and see where these teams are after their games so far on our standings. Please Clap currently sitting at 6 points, looking like they've gotten 2 2-0 victories. Durotan's couch right now sitting with 0 points. So looking to get on the board here, hopefully in the near future for them. So there you go. Sorry, I went to the wrong screen there. Yes, that was the week 1 match.
Okay.
Pretty sure it was. Let me look at the Discord to double check. Oh, look, I'm all grinched up in general chat. It's okay. I have a way around that. Let's see. Cast my replay. The date on this was... Oh, this might have been a week 2 match. 12/10, so that was 4 days ago. So yeah, this was a week 2 match. Never mind.
Okay.
Some of the games I have today are week 1, some are week 2, so I thought they were farther back. I wanted to get a match from each division, or not necessarily from each division, but from different divisions as I went through the day. So I just went back to 4th, and that's what I got. So. Oh, thanks, Cherry. I appreciate it. All right, well, I'm going to get set up here for our next game. That was Durotan's Couch versus Please Clap. We're going to see Team Happy Cloud versus Tickle Me Tassadar here in just a few minutes. So, yeah, stick around for that one. It's sure to be a happy, good time. We've got the Happy Cloud being tickled by the Tickle Me Tassadar team. What could go wrong?